Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Welcome to my channel. My name is YessyBaker. In case you guys are new here, I have a 2-year-old son and I'm currently pregnant with a baby girl. So I'm going to be leaving all of the videos of this pregnancy down below in case you guys are curious and you guys want to get all caught up. Go ahead and watch all of the videos down below and then come back to this one so you guys know what's going on. So I cannot believe you guys, I'm 21 weeks pregnant. I didn't even say it right. So I cannot believe I'm 21 weeks pregnant. You know, I can officially say that this pregnancy is more than halfway there, you know, and we're just super excited. I think people are right when they say the second pregnancy goes much faster than the first one, because on the first one you really don't have anything you know what I mean, to do, except, you know, just look at your calendar and see when you have your next appointment, what baby looks like this week and all that. And now that you have a baby or you had a child before, you know how it is and you're just super busy that you don't have too much time to think about, you know, kind of like when is your next appointment and, you know what I mean, and check all of those updates that you get, which I do get my updates every week through an app. But I only read it once, and in my first pregnancy I used to read them probably twice a week because I didn't want to forget details and all that. And so this pregnancy I go read it once and that's it, you know, and before I used to read it twice. So, you know, that's what's different this pregnancy, I guess. And so it's just going much faster, I feel like. And yeah, so we're just super excited. So we had our 20-week ultrasound done on Wednesday. Today is Friday, and you guys will probably see this video Saturday, which also gets me to the next point. I'm so excited that you guys are finally all caught up. Like, you guys are watching this video I'm filming Friday, and then I'm editing probably tonight and edit, you know, and upload tomorrow. So Saturday you guys are seeing this video, and that means you guys are going to be getting the updates immediately. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 21 weeks pregnant and you can see it at 21 weeks too. So anyway, we had our 21-week ultrasound, and let me back you guys up a little bit actually. Let me, you know, okay, I have a lot to share with you guys and I'm just so excited. So the first, you know, update I wanted to give you guys this week is about my migraines. So I always, unfortunately, suffer from migraines. And you guys, the USPS guy is driving all over the block. So, like, he's completely lost, obviously. But he keeps, like, you know, turning around and going in circles. So, anyway, so I basically started my migraines back in February. Right now, we're in March. And I thought they were just because I always had migraines. And I was like, whatever, you know, hormones, this is normal. And long story short, one day my migraine got so bad that I ended up throwing up a couple of times that day, which is normal for my migraines, you know. So I didn't want to like think it was part of my pregnancy or a pregnancy symptom because I always had it my whole life. So I was like, why am I going to say this is a pregnancy thing when it's not? Well, I spoke to my husband's cousin, which she is an emergency room nurse, and she actually got very concerned. She's like, if you're getting migraines, it can be a sign of preeclampsia and you need to call your doctor right away. I was in denial. I'm like, there's no way I have preeclampsia, especially this early. Like, you know, usually that is something that you get when your pregnancy is a little bit more advanced, not like 18, you know, weeks or so that I was, you know, when I decided to talk to someone. So she was like, please drink tons of water, you know, at least a gallon a day. It was a gallon or half a gallon. No, 2/4 of water. So she's like, at least drink that and tell me how you feel, but I want you to call your doctors. So of course I didn't call them because it's me. And so I decided not to call them. I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. You know, I haven't had that, you know, I really am a huge water drinker, but this pregnancy I have not been, because at the beginning of my pregnancy, water was making me sick. If you guys watch my early updates, you will know that that's what it was. So I kind of lost the habit of drinking water in my first trimester. So the second one, I was so dehydrated that I started getting migraines. So long story short, I started getting migraines, but they were so light compared to the one or that episode that I had, that I was like, all right, I am drinking tons of water. I gotta call my doctor. So I finally called my doctor, and there was a doctor on call. So she was like, all right, you know, come in immediately. Like, we don't take migraines lightly. But the lady kind of chilled out a lot when she found out that I had migraines my entire life. So she was like, all right, migraine is a very, you know, kind of like a, you know, a concern when you're pregnant, but when you never had a migraine in your life and now all of a sudden you're getting them. So you guys know, kind of like, you know what I mean, what to look for. So since you always had migraines, we're not worried about you. So I was like, okay, I guess that's good, you know. She was saying drinking tons of water helps, and, you know, just kind of keep us updated if things keep changing or they keep getting worse or something like that. So I went and talked to the doctor, you know what I mean, the doctor who was on call, she was super nice, and she was the one who sent me to labor and delivery with my son. So I knew her. We're chatting, and she's like, do you know what you're finding out what you're having? And I was like, yeah, so the ultrasound, her name is da-da-da, told me that at 13 weeks that I was having a girl. And she goes, oh my God, no, that's not, like, what? At 13 weeks? No, that doesn't have any validation. And you shouldn't have painted that nursery pink. And because I have my nursery ready already, by the way. And I was like, oh my gosh, don't tell me that. So she told me that, and then next week after that I had my appointment with my regular OBGYN, and then I had my 20-week sonogram. And so she's like, you should have waited till your 20 week. She's like, you know, just you gotta pray that it's a girl, otherwise you have to paint the nursery. So I got in the car and I called my husband, and I'm like, oh my God, this could be a boy. Like, the lady said that whatever they, you know, they told us in the ultrasound has no validation, and it could be a girl or a boy. So my husband and I came home, and we were like a little sad, but at the same time, you know, like, as long as you have a healthy baby, I really don't care what sex it is, you know. So long story short, then after that, after a week, I finally had my first appointment with my OBGYN, which, if you guys don't know, it's been a long road for me this pregnancy when it comes to my OBGYN. So I was just happy to have my old OBGYN back. We talked, we caught up a bunch and all that, and I had my ultrasound. Some baby seems to be fine and healthy. They said she's in the 99th percentile for everything, which it freaks me out because my son was also pretty big, and you know what I mean, like, I don't know, I just feel like, oh my God, a big baby. Like, I was expecting a tiny baby again, and I might not get a tiny baby. So so far I only had 2 sleepers that are newborn, and that's what I'm keeping it at, because my son only used newborn clothes for 5 days, and then after that he was in 3-month-old clothing. So I'm just getting 2 little sleepers for her that I'm going to be taking in the hospital with me, in addition to other clothes, you know, and I'm going to pack my hospital bag with you guys and everything. So yeah, like, you know, like, I'm not buying too much. If she's born and she's 7 pounds, then I'm gonna go to Target, of course, and go shopping with newborn clothes. But I'm just not going crazy just based on the ultrasound measurements they're giving me. So baby was moving so much that they did a 4D picture of her face, and so I wanted to share it with you all. Let me see one that you can see kind of clearly. Okay, so here is one. So this is the 4D picture they gave us. She was moving so much that the ultrasound tech was like, oh my gosh, she's moving so much, I can't see anything. So they had to do part of the ultrasound in 4D, which obviously was super cool. I'm obviously not complaining. I got to see her facial features and how she's going to look like. So anyway, when we showed up to the with the ultrasound tech, I was freaking out already, and I was like, I want to know. She's like, have you guys thought about if you want to know the gender? Should I keep it quiet? Or, and I'm like, no, we need to know. And I was like, look, you don't remember us, but at 13 weeks you told us it was a girl, and so we need to know. And she's like, oh, okay. So the first part of the ultrasound, you need to have a full bladder, and then she allowed me to use the restroom because I couldn't hold it anymore. I thought I was going to pee my pants there, and so I used the restroom, and then when I came out, that's when she asked me, do you want to know the sex? And I was like, yes. So the gender, and I'm like, yes. So she went quickly, and she's like, okay. And she's like, what did I say? And she's like, I told her, you told us it was a girl. And so all of a sudden she went and pointed, and I saw right away, they call it hamburger when it's a girl. 3 lines like that, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then they're connected. And so I got so excited when I saw the 3 lines and no penis, because that means obviously it's a girl. So we're so excited to have a little girl. Her nursery is like 90% done. We still have a lot of things, I mean, not a lot, but a few things I would like to get before I do the nursery reveal with you guys and all of that. So yeah, so I have been very excited. We have nursery, everything seems to be great. So I'm just very, very happy, and I feel very blessed. And I also ran into the, if you guys are following me on this pregnancy journey, I saw the doctor I, you know, was seeing this pregnancy And I was just like, you know, I don't know. It was kind of awkward, but at the same time, we're like, whatever. You know, I think we both got over it. We're both adults, right? So we're like, whatever. Like, we just didn't, you know, we were not happy with each other, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, whatever, we just moved on. So it was awkward, but it was like kind of like, hey, how's it going? Bye. You know, so anyway, so I still have occasional tailbone pain and pelvic girdle pain. Had that pelvic girdle pain with my son. And then the tailbone pain that is completely new this pregnancy. I never experienced that before, so definitely had that. So far I have gained 11 pounds this pregnancy, and doctors are actually pretty happy. They feel like that's a healthy amount of weight that I'm gaining, so I'm super happy about that. I still have a stuffy nose. I don't think I will ever speak correctly again until the baby's out. So I still have a stuffy nose, and it's mostly congested, like not congested with like mucus in it, but it's swollen. Like my glands are swollen. Even if you put a mirror and you see inside my nose, you know, you can see that the passages are very swollen, and that is the reason why I cannot breathe. So it is annoying, but whatever. I mean, it's part of pregnancy, and you know, whatever. I still have huge boobs. I had that at 13 weeks. When I talked to you guys, when I talked about the huge boob thing, they're still enormous. Like, I feel like they're still growing, and I don't think they're gonna have, you know, they're not gonna stop until I start breastfeeding and I can pump all the milk out. So my belly is enormous, guys. Like, my belly is out of this world. You guys will see it when I show you guys my bump. But I'm happy, you know, guys, as long as the baby's healthy. I don't care what I have to do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care how my body changes as long as the baby's fine. And then the last thing is huge kicks. This baby is definitely a kicker. My first baby, William, was so calm and chill, and I barely felt him, and sometimes I didn't feel him at all, that I had to go to labor and delivery. And even the labor and delivery nurses were nervous because his heart rate was steady, where they say a baby has to be everywhere, like it has, you know, he rests and then he wakes up and he's just doing all these things. William never really had a crazy heart rate. He had a very low, consistent heart rate. So I'm used to that. And this pregnancy, this baby has been moving everywhere and running around, and you know, it's just crazy. But we feel very happy and blessed, and baby's doing great, like I said. So we're happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my 21-week belly bump. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys are enjoying these updates. Please let me know if you guys have any questions or any requests for future videos. Last video or yesterday I uploaded what's in my Easter basket, so go ahead and watch that if you guys haven't watched that video, and I will talk to you guys in my next bump day. Bye bye.